Good evening and welcome to today's show. My name is James Bardolph. His name is Daniel Kapadia. His name is
Jordan nothing.
Gilbert.
That's who we did.
And soon he's releasing a matchmaking game that we play together.
Do you name your keyboards, James? Because I feel like your keyboards are part of the show and they should probably have names as well.
I don't have a name for my Woody. The thing is, right?
I like it.
Technically, bamboo is grass.
It's ironic,
Grass.
James.
Grassy. You could call it
grassy.
You know.
Brown grass. Sounds like an Indian sun.
It's nice.
I'm tall chief. That is brown grass.
I just got a loop, L-O-U-P-E, which you use to look at you know, things close up. Like I could get my pen. Oh crap!
Ooh.
Where's the pen gone? So
I thought it was for
I can do
your
like
watch.
then I can do that. Although I need to take my glasses off, really.
I feel like this is a playground. We're like actually creating like a nerd playground, just like some random stuff. You could just close your eyes and just sort of feel around, and you could pick up something, and then you could just have fun
great,
with
isn't it? Look, I've got my watch rotating over there.
This is, you know,
we have a great picture of Dan. Yeah.
Oh, that is cool.
That was great music, Dan. That was really good. That was really good.
Is that the yacht master back there?
The what? The yacht master? No, that's it's Pelagos.
Dan next to him looking.
Oh yeah. That's my Tudor Pelagos. That's my. I go diving with that. That watch.
I love how Dan's picture though is just like literally when you have the isolated shot of his head. There's just a miniature Dan right next to him on both sides.
Oh yeah.
And then Taco kissing the trophy right there.
Awesome
stuff. Making, but
I wonder if we're going to see Taco in action soon, because they finally announced that he's joining Team Liquid, and Steel chose to step down once there was a replacement available because he didn't feel like he was performing up to par, which is unfortunate. But we're going to Europe for the time being. We're starting off with Europe. We can take a look at the schedule. We've got 2 European matches for you today. Virtus.pro versus Fnatic on Cobblestone, and then Mirage. Oh my God, what, Dan?
I forgot Virtus.pro were in the league, James.
How did you manage
because
to do that?
I haven't seen any of their games yet, and they just I don't know, when I think about Virtus.pro, I just don't expect them, because they're always in this like kind of qualification thing. They get relegated, they qualify again, they get relegated, they qualify again, and I don't know, it's just weird.
How the tables have turned.
Yeah.
The tides of our time.
Yeah, I guess, you know, they've made a change in lineup. I mean, that's something. So I've just been waiting for a while to see an addition of Virtus.pro where they sort of just have that old motivation and fire, because it felt like that was why they're so inconsistent. Just it had to be motivation, right? Like.
Yeah, I mean, Snacks was called the best player in the world multiple times. That's why I think we always talk about the Brazilian scene. We even coined that term in the first place, is because those guys have an incredible ability to find the urge to win a tournament and say, okay, what are people looking at about us? You know, after we won every tournament, what's going to be countered? How we have to change things up, and that's not an easy. The task itself is easy, but the mental kind of vitality you need to conjure up to do that tournament after tournament definitely takes a lot. And
I mean, do you feel like Mihu for
I think that alone will help.
Is that enough?
Generally, with a team like that, I would say you want to change at least 2 guys to bring in 2 new, fresh people to really kind of have that influence the other group. I don't know. You know, I couldn't tell you where Snacks' head's at or where, you know, the rest of the guys' head's at. So it's tough to know. I like that sound. It's ASMR. Have you seen the streamers who have like you go in their stream and they have the skull or whatever with the 2 ears?
Oh, I've seen that. Yeah,
it's weird, isn't it? So each ear is a microphone, and it's, you know, stereo. So like, if they rub the right ear, it comes out of this ear and the left ear, and the girl just, hey, how's it going? And I just start rubbing the inside of my lower. I'm just sitting there like, do I take my pants off? Do I? Just like.
I don't know. I don't understand the ASMR thing. But Jordan hates this.
No, I didn't mind it, but yesterday you were doing it like mid-round, and I was like, Dan, why does it sound like there's a bug inside of my ear? Dan, James.
Yes, James, not Dan.
James. So, anyways, sounds.
Where's my bloody keycaps?
I was about to say when you're replacing the keycaps, because
I don't like these keycaps. I don't like shine-through keycaps, right?
They look a bit cheap.
They are cheap, and I think they were made that way to save costs, because they expected people would replace them with because this is the enthusiast market, right?
Yeah, that makes sense.
They are shining through keycaps. That's all cool and stuff.
They're placeholders.
I'm not a big fan of shine through. Generally, you get a crappier quality of keycaps, but I like the shine in between. Or no shine at all is also fine. So I have some keycaps. I've mentioned this before. They were supposed to arrive in March. They haven't arrived yet. Where are they? Where are they? Where are they?
This place is like a PO box for you.
It is. It is, yeah. It really annoyed one of our staff because I didn't have an American number, and a lot of post requires an American number, so I just put his number on, but I didn't tell him either. So he probably got text messages all the time. Yeah, this is arriving today.
We should open a fan mail box here for you, for both of you.
We consider that, but we think maybe would get weird
Dangerous.
stuff. Yeah, so perhaps not. Tickets
Tickets.
are available. Yes, tickets
Wembley.
are available for our finals. They are in Wembley, not Stadium. No, last time we had finals in London, Rihanna was literally across the road doing her thing. So there were loads of people around. It was a busy area. Obviously, loads of people for ECS as well. And you could be one of them. Wembley.csgoleague.com is where you can buy yourself some tickets. And also, the other call out is to make sure your accounts are linked so you are eligible, not ineligible.
Where is it? Where is it?
Ineligible. Oh, let's see if he's got it ready.
Ineligible.
There we go. So make sure you're eligible to get some drops in the game.
And stay subscribed.
And stay subscribed as well. Marvelous.
Oh,
You're a pointy man, James. I just want to
We're
say
in
that.
game.
I'm
it's
liking
like
the pointing. I like pointing at the screen.
Neo's got a
He was
smoke.
a deagle.
Where are they using the smoke? Connector door or hut? Which one are gonna be?
This is a difference for Virtus.pro
It's gonna
because
be connector door.
in many pistol rounds we would see them with 3 people with grenades. Miyu had a Desert Eagle and he's dead already. So Neo will pick that up and he's dead as well. No deagle for Virtus.pro. They will not fire any bullets.
Let's try, boys.
Shut it down.
Oh no! Fnatic gets started on CT side, and if Snacks can't create a crazy clutch, it's gonna have to be an ace clutch. Oh yes! Yeah. Oh, gotta channel that James Dean. He didn't manage to do it, fortunately.
What is that, Dan?
James Dean just there's I forget what the movie. I always forget what the movie's called, but it's just a famous knife fight scene from a very very long time ago. And James Dean was a very famous sort of like actor / sex icon in when was it, like 60s or something like that?
A sex acorn, did you say?
Yes, sex acorn James. He was a.
He's a sex acorn. If I mean, having a knife fight with JW, don't recommend it.
Look up the
Well,
film.
he would have won it, but he got tagged, so then his momentum got slowed. He couldn't predict the stab.
You know what's really annoying is if you are like in a knife round on FACEIT, play on FACEIT, FACEIT.com. If you swipe your knife once, if you left click your knife once, then the second time you left click, it's going to do less damage than the first one. So if you like swipe your knife coming out of spawn, and then you get into a knife fight to do left, left, right, you won't do more than 100. You'll do like 97 damage. Yeah.
That's a thing?
Yeah, it is a thing. Yeah. So if you just mess around with your knife, then you get punished for it. Yeah, it is. It's true. It's true. So
How did you find that out?
It's just a known thing.
Well, I'm not in the know.
That's why you have me here, Jordan. I'm here for these nerddoms.
Ooh.
By the way, I haven't been watching VP.
Uh-oh.
What is Mishu's role supposed to be here? He's obviously not in-game leading, right?
I'm actually personally I haven't watched Mihu really in VP so far.
Well,
really.
I've seen a few. I think Train was the most telling because we know Taz would always play B on Train, but for example, Neo's been playing B on Train instead of Taz, so he's not taking the just pick up this slack as you saw like when people would join NIP, for example, in the earlier roster changes. So he's definitely they've made room to allow him to succeed as opposed to like exist. Obviously, they're temporarily on phase. It's like B or off Meister, you know. So he's having to play roles which he's not used to, whereas Mihu, they're changing the team to fit him. And he's been performing well for Virtus.pro. In terms of fragging, he's always up there. So we'll see. They've had mixed results as of late. Dan wants to say something.
Yeah, so I was just going to illuminate you on the James Dean thing. So, according to Wikipedia, James Dean, American actor, remembered as a cultural icon of teenage disillusionment and social estrangement, as expressed in the title of the most celebrated film, Rebel Without a Cause, 1955, which was that's where the knife fight, like the really famous knife fight scene is. He died at like 24 or something in a car crash, James. And I think he was he the one that famously said, "Live fast, die young"? So that, which is one of your mottos, James, I think. Live fast, die under the sea. I don't know. So
just die in the sea in general.
Die in the sea.
That's the motto.
James always tells me that he's never making it to old age. He'd rather prefer to like.
Don't say the whole quote. Tell you afterwards, Jordan.
Sounds good.
It's fun. It's amusing. But
Yeah, so I feel like he should be.
That's amusing.
One of your favorite people, James.
That's that Glock duel right there. Be all just dancing. Golden repeat, bud. I know you want to repeat, Golden. Come on. Come on.
Also, look at these keycaps, right? W and E press together at the same time. because they're so crap. Look at that.
Oh my god, that is poverty.
Yeah, so I need to like shave them down with my knife because there's a little bit sticking. Just poor, just rubbish.
If you had a StarCraft player,
I was playing CS
and you
with
gave him that keyboard, he'd be pretty raging.
The funny thing is, if I played T side, it would pull out the. If you press E, at least in a bomb site, it pulls the bomb out. I didn't realize that for the longest time, but there we are.
Really?
Yeah, I didn't know, and I did it by accident.
Well, we got the buy round. We got a bit of plateau pressure initially from VP with some double HEs on the broken wall, and then they fall back. Actually, that's kind of cool. That is quite cool. Look at the damage they've done without.
Did they bank those off the broken wall or the box?
Well, the explosion I think came through broken wall to them as they were before they boosted up.
I'm not sure which one, but I quite like the HE off the broken wall. If someone's trying to play close, expecting a smoke or deploying a smoke, it can do
it's a big kill by Mishu there to come through.
You can't quite find it just yet. Fnatic. I do like especially like the HEs against Fnatic because they do love to be so active. And Fnatic CT side with a good start is a very scary prospect. We talked about, we had a lot of Fnatic games yesterday and we sort of reasserted just how clear it is that Fnatic is just one of these teams that's just so incredibly good on the CT side, and especially on a map like this where you can't play so textbook. You have to have players that can make really good in-game reads and just go and make a play by themselves and be very good at reading the map and rotations and so on.
Fnatic's very good at playing kind of each person watches their own spot.
Yeah.
As we saw, right? Very 3-2 Swedish-esque. Just kind of hold your spot and occasionally move based on the guest game, but not too often.
Ooh, the lineup for Flusher almost gets two. That grenade is wonderful though. Big damage onto Viali, which will allow Flusher to finish him off. The next player will step forward. Neo gets dinked by Flusher, takes him down, but that's all he can do, leaving his snacks very low and no time to do anything. So very nice round again from Fnatic. I love the dynamic we saw around the plateau. Seeing both teams early on the first buy rounds versus buy round, just kind of like feeling out that pressure game. And I felt like Virtus.pro actually did a really good job there.
I didn't see how the first death happened if it was through smoke, but it seemed kind of like counterintuitive for them to like do nade damage and then like not be ready for that peak. So I don't know if they died through smoke or if they didn't want to, if they're in between plans, but like maybe a head stack would have been good. But ooh, accidental run boost for Snaxy there. They're going to take mid quick.
Will they throw that deep smoke grenade to isolate the long position rather than clear it out? Crim's only good for one kill on this occasion, and he does have flash for Into. As you can see, there is no smoke there. Not many grenades, no grenades left for Virtus.pro actually, so it's down to Snax to try and do something. The rest of the team not in position yet, but Biali's in no man's land with a P250. So maybe on a full buy round they would have had those smokes, but of course, not on this occasion. And he manages to escape Biali, so the bomb is still in play. Pasha trying to pull up any rotators, but he can't land a shot on JW. And now the bomb plot becomes less likely. Biali trying to meet up with Mihu, who's deep towards long A. Fnatic not shy to try and figure out what's going on, but maybe there is a passage here. Flusher, is he ready for it? He is, and that should be the round shut down. Mihu trying to catch a rotation, but with no Kevlar, it will not be easy. 5-0 to Fnatic.
And the next buy round's coming in from VP. They are going to have a UMP on Snax, which is fine, I guess. Pash from the AWP. I wonder if Pash will try to, if they'll leave him to try to work the plateau or where he'll go. So he's going to go towards the A side of the map early round. See if he can find anything. Fnatic are so good at playing these setups around A long that I'm looking forward to seeing how VP can break it, because VP, when they want to be, are very tactical, but this is a very fast pace. I love this. This is really cool at punishing the CTs to have a forward A long setup. Just walk in through middle. Neo, oh, he will go down though. That's very unfortunate. I love the play though from Neo.
It sucks he didn't have some rifler a little bit closer to him as he's going to do something like that.
Yeah. I
do really like that kind of play. It forced Crims to literally have to jump out into the open and kill him, but he just has no one there to back him up. So
yeah.
A little ahead of his time with the play there. Now JW with full plat control. That smoke is so hard you can't really do anything. You can try to boost over it. This is the thing about Cobble, right? Where it can be very T-sided, but in this case, it's like, this is the correct way for CTs to play. You know, it really tilts me in matchmake when you have the ability to have flash control like this, and then your guy just sits fountain the whole time.
Yeah. People are unaware of what their teammates are doing.
Well, the reality is even if you're not going to get the kills on platform, it's so powerful what JW's doing right there, because the real key with Cobble is the rotation distance. So like if you're fountain at B, and you're just the only guy there, even if you have a man advantage, right? Like I guess if you have a 5-on-3, that's okay, because you're probably playing a couple people B anyways. But say it's like a 4 versus 4, and you have 2B, 2A, you're doing yourself such a big disservice staying fountain, because if you're able to spot the platform at all, you know, you get your rotate there. While you fall back, you spot them coming out B plat, you fall back to fountain, and then at least your guy's there to help you trade. And I see a lot of amateur teams kind of just sit back at the fountain because they say, oh, I'm really good at fountain. Well, it doesn't matter where you get your best frags from if you're not doing your rotations.
I feel like as well, like with what Neo did, we don't see people doing that enough, because it's kind of it's a bit of a risk, because you don't always know that there's going to be 2 players playing A long. But if that is the case, then it's like a really, really cool position to be in, where you sort of, they realize they can hear the footsteps and they're like, oh god, we actually have to pull all the way back.
Especially if you know there's no opper and you just cross to that mid door because they smoked to danger. You could take a 1v1 and kind of guess where the guy's going to be. If he's not connector, he's where Kramer just was by the tree. And if he's not by the tree, he could be close. You can just clear it. So that's pretty neat.
Virtus.pro charging on through the long A area. The bomb is with 2 other players. All the bombs dropped. There's lots of red now on the Virtus.pro players. What remains of them in this 3-on-3. However, they're fighting 1.5 players. Angle being held by Lekro, one would presume. I don't think there's a smoke down towards connector, which is where Lekro is. There is a flash, but it's, oh, Golden doesn't look away. Completely blinded by his own teammate's flash. Pasha now in a 1 versus 2. He knows where one of these players is. JW is flanking, and the bomb's on the floor. There is a minute on the clock, but as Fnatic continues to move into position, life will only get worse for Pasha. Can he... Oh, spotted JW now. Does JW go back to the well? If Lekro is the initial engager, surely JW is all but guaranteed a double peek. Grenades flying in, and JW is resetting the situation. So again, this is the 3rd man factor now. He knows where Lekro is, he knows where JW was, but he won't expect JW to be there. Saving his teammate, had to gamble, didn't work out for him. AWP collected, 7-0 to Fnatic.
I like some of the ideas Virtus.pro has. They just seemed a little bit half-baked. Like the one with Neo there, the way they took plat early on. Good concepts. They just need to be playing a little bit more together. I don't know if in practice these things were just working out because they were all getting kills individually. That's something, though, a team like VP would usually be aware of. So going into the 8th round here, and they got the snacks on the shoddy here. And again, just dropping without a teammate. You have 2 guys with pistols. Maybe send one of them down first with the CZ. I guess, I don't know if they had a smoke play in mind with Bialy on the smoke, but it's another play where someone's going to die. Another play where someone's going to die alone. You know, it's not the worst thing in the world as an AKer to like take A halls alone versus a rifler. It's very, I mean, if anything, you could win a lot of those duels. It just seems like VP.
What a good job that Fnatic are doing so far. They're just doing sort of just basic Fnatic things.
Yeah, and you do want to give Fnatic credit. It's not, you know, but
yeah, it's going to be interesting to see if they can switch things up VP at all. But I mean, they have been doing some damage here or there, although actually not really. Actually, now that I say that, I was just looking at the money of Fnatic, and it doesn't look amazing right now. Obviously, they've got 5 players surviving to the next round. It's going to look pretty sick, but in reality, actually, like, I mean, Bialy has no kills, and the kills are actually very low for VP. So they've been struggling. Have they? How many bombs have they even been able to plant? It's like any?
0.
That is kind of crazy. I mean, that tells you quite a bit, to be honest. Like,
yeah.
If you're on a T side and you're unable to create post plants, then there's a big dynamic of finding advantage that is kind of missing. And if Fnatic can continue to deny bomb plants, it's only going to go one way. Also losing out on so much potential additional money.
Tough start for Virtus.pro. Bali 0 and 8 at the moment. Very unlike him. Schwartz has won 1,000 FACEIT points. 5.5 million already, man. That's so many FACEIT points.
Where's mine?
I think I have less than 10,000.
Like, that means that's how many have been given away today or over the course of the
over the
league?
course of the season.
I was about to say, I was like, what? Did you buy like a car with 5 million or something?
An exchange of grenades around a drop position. Snack's getting caught. Down to 1 HP. Very lucky to get away with that one. And that's the beauty of Fnatic. You never quite know when it's time to do anything against this team. Can suddenly appear at any time. Just popping out saying hello.
J-Dub's doing his best Snacks impression.
So first things first for VP in this round, they want to push the A defense back a bit, but it's quite passive this round. So Snacks is running into danger, and they'll check everything here towards the A-long position. They'll spot no one. If you feel like there's presence there, you might see the deep smoke, but that is not the case. So JW doing what he does, which is he's always going to try, if he thinks he can get away with it, which is, he's pretty good at doing that. He's going to try to push that position. It's so strong to do so. And he's already discovered that there's almost no one towards the B bomb site. So JW with that push, he'll die, but he's given a lot of information to his team. And now they're sure that VP aren't rotating back. The rotation comes in. Oh, Mihu with the bomb!
Oh dear
By
Lord.
himself?
Well, that's going to force the action through the smoke. The wide peak from Neo, and could have benefited maybe from Packer coming with him as well, but that's rough.
I wonder if he knew, maybe he heard someone go balcony or thought he heard something.
There's surely no way he knew he had the bomb.
I could see a lot of the stuff VP doing working, because if they get their kills, then it's a completely different conversation from our end. Like, oh, they look like they just toyed Fnatic. Like, they win all these one-on-one duels. But like, I feel like you normally play that way once you have a lead.
Yeah,
I feel like they haven't done enough to establish. Again, we talk about Cobble all the time. I'm sure Sean would agree. Like, you could just like do nothing sometimes, and as long as you have like a good reaction plan late, like take back B flat or A, like they're just getting hammered by nades right now.
Oh, starts to go back to the well. Wow, what a shot from JW. Goes down eventually, but he's bought some time for the rotation from the CTs, allowing them to get into position, and the counter flashes will rain in on these teams, leaving them exposed. Two-man spray down for Lekro, leaving only 2 plays Virtus.pro, and they're still not on the site. There's a flank from Bali taken away, and it's Snacks next to the bomb. As you can see, they don't know just yet, but he can't get a kill. 0 to 10.
I feel like we're watching a scrim right now. I feel like we're watching them practice. Like, I don't know if VP still has this like resentment towards online play, but I feel like, you know, and if they're gonna watch this again, they can make Jordan, like, you know, this is sometimes how, like, I don't know, guys, like you're doing a lot of individual plays where I could see if you're getting these kills, it would look completely different, and we might not be saying the same things, but it is a lot of individuality and pretty like straightforward strats. Like, you don't need stuff special on Cobble, but their teamwork and their timing just seems a little bit off.
Yeah, there's a big difference between, oh, it could look different if there was a kills versus, oh, they set everything up well, and they either did or did not get the kills. Like, you can see the approach is like pretty consistent and pretty tactical and strategic. But if, I mean, it's so far, as you say, like, it's, a lot of it is coming down to leveraging that individual play, and you're playing against Fnatic, so you've got to be on top of your game to make that work against them.
I do wonder if, because nothing seems to be working, they've just gone, okay, let's
Nothing's working quite well, James.
Erratic and
doing a good job so
very
far.
good, Dan.
You did to me yesterday, okay, we're even now.
I did.
We even. I will not have you talking bad things about our guest.
11-0 for Fnatic. Panda Boy, congratulations. You got yourself $2,000. Big fan of pandas.
Panda.
Do you have a trip to China?
Yeah.
Chengdu. Got some pandas around Chengdu.
Have you been there?
No, I almost went there because I needed some points to make gold on my my airline thingy. So I was going to fly to Chengdu just to make it, but in the end, Chengdu was not required, but maybe one day it will be.
I've been there. WCG.
Oh, really?
Chengdu.
Spicy food there, isn't there?
Ah, Lepus
Sichuan
was there
province.
as well, right?
Yep, Sichuan province.
There's the bomb. Hello.
And at this point, I'm kind of just gonna sit back and watch without much else to say. I think I've been harsh enough on VP already.
Well, I mean, yeah, you want to. The early round is like that's where Fnatic is sort of shutting things down mostly. The early round, like bomb getting dropped there. Oh my God, Flusher! I feel like he almost makes that work somehow. That looks very weird. But it's a 3v1. Mihu finally gets the bomb. Let's see if he can get around on the board for VP with an immense clutch. But Lekro's in an off angle around the corner. Will Mihu check it? Probably not. Probably not. And he won't. And he'll die. And Lekro win the round for his team. And Fnatic at 12. Rounds to the 0 of VP.
Flusher's movement there is one of the cool things about free-for-all deathmatch, is because you'll often be in a situation with more than one person, so it helps you make those decisions versus like normal deathmatch, like Valve deathmatch, which is terrible in comparison. Often you'll be in a position where you can move yourself around a wall or something to engage in 1 versus 1. So I think if you're new to the game, yeah. So I think if you're new to the game, it certainly helps you build your decision making in those kind of situations. It certainly helps me. 12-0. And Pasha is, we've seen more than one round where it's been 4 AKs in the season on Pasha, but such is life.
Let's see if maybe they go down drop together. Oh, Bialy. It's just not working out for you. I saw that coming. He almost got the kill. But it's like now that's going to happen, and now Snacks is going to go down alone, and then... Nope, maybe not.
Golden, definitely one of the lads. All this utility usage.
Oh, I like that flashbang. I'm going to use it. Wrong smoke, Snacks.
Easy.
That sucks. Now they're just getting vibed on right now. Fnatic just vibing.
Yeah, probably the most annoying team to get in that.
Well, yeah, even yesterday on Overpass, you know, we saw them get momentum versus FaZe, and they just, you know, they kept kind of rolling. But then we saw them not have momentum versus who was the second matchup, Mouse Sports, and then Mouse Sports beat them. So Fnatic definitely, you could definitely throw a wrench into their aggressive CT gears. You just got to do it earlier on.
Yeah, yeah. Get them wrenches flying.
A rare kill for Virtus.pro. Neo has decided that perhaps finally Virtus.pro will win a round. How long is left on that smoke? Pasha has one to replenish if there's the opportunity. Neo with his 3rd kill of the round, looking for number 4, but there's quite a few places to check. JW sees the trajectory. Goes for the engagement, but Nico is pissed.
I am the one and only. You remember the old Heat and Cliff?
Yeah, I am the one and only. Mate,
I have nothing to contribute to this.
James,
why not,
the
James?
room.
You're musical. Just get in there. You got this. What is this even really? I mean, it's not.
I don't know what this is. I don't know what the name of it is.
I mean,
I feel like I know the name, but I don't.
mean, the ones.
Did you guys ever have like a music class at school when you were younger?
Yeah, but
I know play like every
they had xylophones. The xylophone is the closest thing I can think of.
That's what I wanted to say.
That's like the flat. It's flat.
Metal thing.
I didn't want the chat to roast.
We should get one of those steel drums. That'd be cool. But they,
you should just get a whole band in here. Like Jimmy Fallon, get the roots in here.
We did that at Cancun.
We do need some more like different types of musical noises that we can mess around with, like maybe some guitar strings.
Here you go, VP. Just wait it out. It's 119. They haven't done anything. I'm proud. No deaths. Just keep chilling. How many smokes are still left on? You know, sure. Prod drop. Take drop a little.
Poor Jordan.
I like the idea here of taking late drop. You know, on C9 we would do this a lot, where when we knew teams were gonna try to hold their nades, we just pressure drop mid round. But dying to mid, like, it just sucks. Because right after they took drop, which I think they're about to do if Neo didn't die, then Neo can now pressure A-Hall a little, pressure mid, and probably force him to fall back and play 3-2. But they're playing 3-2 every round. It's crazy because Fnatic, as simple as it looks, there's actually quite the cool method to this, because they play 3-2, but they use their nades smart early. And then the way that they like fight together, it makes it so like late round, even if they don't have all their nades left, they're kind of like pretty sure where the T's are going.
Yeah, yeah.
That's why I was hoping VP would wait the round out, because then Fnatic, it'd be at least one chance where we could watch Fnatic kind of like have to guess a little bit.
Oh, Crim's in a great position. This is what Crim does. Multi-kills. The first one takes all the bullets. Has he got enough for 3? He will get 3 somehow. The first one looked a bit sketchy, but it's Crim's. He turns it around, and Neo needs to be turned around, and he'll face plant into the ground. And Fnatic only conceded single rounds in the CT side of Cobble.
Great replay there by our replay team at production. Way to be on point.
Yeah, that's
Replay man.
That was quick, on it, ready. Second half, going
Man of
live.
replays.
the man of replays.
The replay man.
Oh, this is called a chime.
A chime.
I mean,
A
well,
chime.
But it's oh, that
They
makes
are
sense.
like wind chimes, aren't they?
That does make sense. I've only seen the wind chime iteration of said chimes. That's beautiful. That is beautiful, James. Please continue.
Smoke towards the door from J-Dubs. JW.
I do like just smashing this. It's just somehow satisfying.
Let's not get any more instruments.
I
Let's
feel like I'm in
definitely,
the hospital.
definitely
just-
not get any more instruments.
It's just cathartic, isn't it? Just smashing stuff.
Crim's here.
Smash!
Gonna kind of just solo one-man fake.
It's looking quite good so far for Fnatic as they get the first initial kills, and that creates a lot of positional situations for them where they can get into that bomb site and have an advantage over their opponents. Pasha now the last man standing with a CZ, and he'll get shut down as well. So that initial burst of kills just created so much space for Fnatic, and it's easy for them to finish off the round. 15-1 match point for Fnatic. And all VP have is a force buy, unfortunately, as is the nature of losing the pistol round.
It's just one of those games, eh?
Just one of them games.
Just one of them days.
Well, everything's gonna be alright. Okay, alright.
I thought, no, everything's not going to be right, Jordan. They're 15. They're 15-1
Oh, they
down.
got next map. They're looking for next map.
Okay, okay. I like it. Positive thinking. It's required in
I
this
need
show.
to use the restroom. That breakfast bowl didn't sit so well.
Yeah?
Interesting.
Okay, that's
At least
good.
it should be a solid, right? Quinoa.
Alrighty. Mihu going aggressive. And he's got himself a deagle kill. And he's on the flank. That's going to speed things up for Fnatic, but Snack's creeping through the smoke. He's found himself. Oh, what? A quick 2K. The AK's picked up. He goes for the third frag. He's going to get it. Beautiful stuff. And Snacks is just going to win the round single-handedly. Perhaps. There's Necro. Can show something
I
similar.
mean, he's using 2 hands. Dan.
Disgusting. Sorry?
He's using 2 hands.
Well,
One's on a keyboard, one's on the mouse.
Well, are you sure?
Double-handedly.
But
Using a pair of hands.
Wait, a pair of hands.
There's 2 hands on
Yes.
one person. It's a pair.
Because you said a pair of hands.
I said
Yep,
hands.
you're correct.
Yeah, I am correct.
Moving on.
Pair of hands. Whoa, wait a second there.
For some
What are
reason,
you
I thought
trying
you
to
were already
say here?
speaking
What are you
plural,
doing?
so I was like, wait, is this 4 hands? But my brain.
4 hands, that would be... Imagine the things you could do with 4 hands. Because...
You should get a 4-handed massage sometimes.
What if you could be playing CS while rubbing your own shoulders? That'd be awesome.
I can't even play
Goro.
poker while getting a massage. I can't concentrate at all. But can Fnatic concentrate with these pistols to finish off this match? Will there be a 180? Pasha, what is he opting
Full
to do?
control, baby.
The knife would be quite risky here. He's playing for multiple kills, and he will get them.
I like it.
He still has Mihu on plateau, and surely he will not be detected. Expected. Or deflected.
Is that deflected? Did we...
No, he won the round.
Okay, so it's expected.
And he wasn't touched.
So it was expected. Nice.
The victory was expected.
Ah, yes, yes, yes.
Defeat was deflected.
Deflected. Huh. Either way, VP will keep themselves in it to win it, perhaps, but it's a long road to that as they have to force overtime, so it's going to take quite some time. And some ingenuity, and for sure a lot of clutches against the likes of Fnatic, but Snacks, he's having some fun. Quite an explosive first frag, drawing first blood against Flusher, as Neo spots a man towards the end of plateau, so...
I've been wanting to learn that nade. I've never spent the time. I started like right when I stopped competing. I saw that people start doing that.
Yeah, just a jump. HE.
Yeah, I
Oh
haven't learned to do that.
Oh my god.
Oh.
Oh my god.
Fresh meat.
Oh, hello!
Awkward.
Maybe did Snack see him and say, hey, turn around, you're going to get knifed.
Oh! How's he done that? I'm not sure, maybe. That would be quite funny if Snack's like, turn around, bro. That would be quite amusing.
Hey, Lecro, turn around. That's actually pretty funny.
That would be quite a funny trick to play on your teammate. I mean,
or not Lecro, but yeah, who is it? Let's see. Can he see him? Yeah, he could, I think. Yeah. That's great.
Yeah, he didn't. He just didn't shoot. That's funny. I like it. Or maybe he just wanted his teammate to get like dinked, so just to scare him. Anyway, 15-4, or 4-15, I should say, is VP have been claiming some rounds on the CT side. Fnatic could go just like a B rush every single round with just different timings, and eventually they probably get that one round that they need because of the variance in the B bomb site on the rushes. That's one approach you could take.
Does he hear footsteps? Surely showing. Yes.
Jasper Wexel.
I mean, for example, Jordan, if you're in this position with Fnatic, would you feel like going, like, for hard B hits for like 6 rounds in a row would be cool just to like make sure that they have 4 players there, 1 round, then you go for the fast A hit? And
that's definitely a thought, yeah. Force them to kind of just respect something, yeah. You could basically, just do the B hits various timings and you'll probably win eventually.
Looks like it won't be necessary though, as they have managed to win out the battles towards the A long positions, leaving just a single sole lone defender in Pasha on the A bomb site in the corner by the barrels. He's going to actually move before he hits the bomb plant. Very smart stuff from Pasha actually. He's going to get a dink as he goes down, so he's made this doable for Neo. Never mind.
Unfortunately, that will be shut down by Flusher. And that did go down the toilet for Virtus.pro. Look at all those rounds in a row for Fnatic. A very one-sided game, a one-sided affair here on Cobblestone. Mirage will be the next map, but Cobblestone, one to simply forget about for Virtus.pro.
Yeah, I don't know. I always struggle with VP because you know how much they're capable of. And we asked the question at the beginning of the broadcast as well, like what are we expecting from Mihu in the lineup and the kind of roles that he'll be playing. But as Jordan mentioned, it seemed as though they took a pretty volatile approach to that initial T side, and I mean, it's VP. Perhaps they just felt like there was no coming back potentially. They did give it a go, but it was a struggle being down 14-1.
Very much so. So we'll see what's Mirage in his next map. VP was one of the innovators on that map back in 2015. Let's see if they have something fresh to show us with the new lineup.
I feel like that's something with VP, like even in the times when they're struggling, sometimes maybe, you take it to a major and then you'll be reminded that actually it's like they're an incredibly tactical team. They've got all kinds of new stuff that they tend to throw at you. They have a lot of, they're very deep. Which
was peculiar right there about that T side, because I actually remember that exact aspect to when we would play them, is they had completely different, they had 2 main different styles on Cobble where they would play very slow and defaulty, and then randomly they would hit us with these unique triple wall smokes that we haven't seen before, where it would like cut Fountain in half, and they were the first team to like do the sidewalk and E-box pinch with like unique flashes over. Didn't see any of that. How many bomb plants do we see T-side? 1? 2?
Not many.
Maybe even none, actually, potentially, I think.
I remember the round they won,
yeah,
right, was they planted and Neo got the...
That's true, that's true.
Anyways, so unfortunate. Hope to see a better game out of Mirage.
Yes, indeed. Mirage will be the second map and last map of the European segment of the show. Of course, North America will follow, but we'll see if Virtus.pro can have a better showing of themselves on Mirage. We'll see you back here shortly.